Jim Irsay does not care about how that man JT feels. And I feel bad for him too. But another note, it's super biased, baby. We back. Production crew, man, get me right, man.
Let's go.
YouTube, Facebook. I don't know, wherever you may be watching this, whether it's the replay, whether you're watching it live right now at this moment as I'm wiping my face. Welcome to the Super Biased Sports Show, the place, the best place where a fan can be a fan no matter how biased their take is. I'm one of your hosts, B-Rob. I'm here with my boy. We'll go ahead and let him introduce himself.
What's going on? It's been a minute. 7 days. Nah. But it's your boy T-Time here, man. We're about to have some fun. Do me a favor, hit that like button. You go hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
Yes, man. Definitely appreciate you guys for pulling up, man. Shout out to all the faithful that definitely pull up. Trust me, when this thing blows up, you guys will not be forgotten because I know y'all gonna stick around and y'all the regulars. So we got a good show for you guys today. A lot of drama going on in the league. Unfortunately, there's a lot of training camp injuries as well, and it seems like every other day the cart got to come out for a team, and it even has came out for my team a few times. So hopefully we can let that thing be the past. And also, man, as far as the news goes, your boy Dalvin Cook, and we're gonna be talking about some Dalvin Cook today. Is the Jets gonna be cooking this season? Like, that's gonna be the real question. Is the Jets going to be cooking this season? Now, before we even get into the show, I already feel like I know everything that has been going on in the Dallas Cowboys training camp because I have a buddy. He does not let a play go by that gets posted on Twitter without sharing it in the group. Literally every single play that happens, he's sharing it in the group, and he's saying no one can stop the Cowboys. My question is, and you already know who I'm talking about.
Because it's not me.
My question is, while you doing your thing, how have you been feeling about the news that has been coming out of the training camp for the Cowboys?
So I'm good, right? Like, so something got to happen with this whole Zach Martin situation, which was crazy because Jerry Jones came out and was like, listen, Zach Martin has been the highest paid at his position. He's been well compensated, and he's got a job to do. Come do your job. Basically,
Yep.
left it at that. And I feel like both parties are right. Like Jerry Jones is definitely right because at a point, Zach Martin was the highest paid guard or one of the highest paid. But at the same time, Zach Martin is like, listen, I am the best guard in the NFL, and I'm not paid that way, right now, currently. So I get both sides, but it's going to be interesting to see with that. Outside of that, like our injuries have been low. I mean, Dono, he got hurt. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks, but he's one of those dudes that he's been with us for a few years now. He'll be able to come back, do his thing. I actually don't mind it because this gives some of the young dudes an opportunity to come in and get some reps. But outside of that, like I like what I'm seeing. I mean, obviously everybody's, got a microscope on Dak Prescott. Anytime he throws an interception, everybody's blowing it up. Like every other quarterback in the NFL right now is not doing the same thing. They're making a big thing of it. But honestly, the good footage that I've been seeing, and I don't mind those coming out, but the good footage, like he's been hitting Cooks over the top with the deep ball, looking great. Him and CD got that connection still going. I like what we're doing with the running backs. Deuce Vaughn looking good. Mozzie, he been doing his thing, but there's this one clip out there right now where he got double teamed by Tyron Smith and Tyler Smith, and everybody like, oh, look at he's trash, and it's like, yo, if anybody get double teamed by them dudes, they getting pushed off the ball. So especially a rookie defensive tackle. So
and honestly, getting double teamed as a D tackle, you're making someone else's job easier. So if
Facts.
anything, the first level is getting double teamed. That's when they
Right.
respect you. And then
Yeah.
getting double teamed and having running back help, if anything, like an Aaron Donald level, that's
Mm-hmm.
then you're really eclipsing the respect of the defensive the offensive coordinator at that point.
Exactly. Yep.
I will say, I know you said Deuce Vaughn is looking good. He's looking tiny because he's very little next to those 6'7".
But I like it.
I'm not gonna lie. He coming out the backfield. It's gonna be hard to find him. It's gonna be
That's
hard
why I
to
like
find
it.
him.
That's why I like
On
it.
the other side, it's gonna be hard for him to see the lane.
That is true.
The cutbacks, especially. But it's gonna be interesting because he's been playing with bigger guys his whole life.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Like it's not like he was coming from a D2 school.
Right.
He's coming from a good school. So he's definitely playing with big offensive linemen. And
100%.
I mean, the good thing is he adds. Not only is he a small running back, which people are like, "Oh, that's a scary thing," but the NFL has a history of some really amazing small running backs. But I like the fact that he's so small. He can get behind that offensive line. Also, he can line up at receiver, catch the ball out of the backfield, all those different things. So, I feel like he's right now, I think he's going to be running back 3. To me, I personally feel like it's going to be TP, Malik Davis, and then Deuce Vaughn, especially with the Rojo news coming out with him getting suspended for 2 games for PED. So, but I like it. I'm excited to see what Deuce do.
Honestly, I think just given a track record, because we had this conversation a long time ago about is Deuce going to be able to get burned pretty much when you guys drafted him. And we know Mike McCarthy is synonymous for not letting your third string running back get more than at least 2 carries a game, if that.
That's true.
So but what's crazy is at one point, TP was at the same spot. TP was literally getting 1 carry a game about a few years ago. So it's not like nothing can't change over time,
right?
As long as he's productive. So
and honestly, if I'm an RB1, which this is going to be another point that I'm gonna bring up later, but if I'm an RB1, I don't want to be a main guy. Like I don't want to be the only guy. I want to be splitting carries because at the end of the day, when it's time, especially what we've seen with running backs, when it's time to really go get paid, every time you touch the ball, your value is going down and down and down and down. So if it's me, I want a whole slew of us back there touching it because you're not going to be able to tell me that I'm got so much tread already. I don't got any tread left on my tires. So, I don't mind it. I like it. It's a couple different. The only thing I'm holding out, praying and hoping that somehow Zeke find his way back in Dallas because I still feel like we need that guy that's going to be able to block.
I think he's done. I don't think he's coming back.
I know.
I think he's done. I think Jerry
Shady made a good point. He was, and Shady was like, you can't come back, right? Like you were the guy, then you got cut. They now, they can't bring you back, and now you're going to be the backup. But I just feel like something might happen.
It don't feel the same anymore.
Yeah,
I honestly think that he's definitely going to stay in New England because he has visited New England. And one thing about running backs, I think one thing about running backs, and when it comes to Bill Belichick, is he's going to utilize you, and you're going to get a lot of carries. That's what Zeke wants. He wants to be able to touch the ball so he can get a lot of carries up in New England if he likes. But yeah, other than that, man, like I said, I get clips of Cowboy plays all day when it comes. So it is interesting to get your views, because the views I hear is, of course, they're going to come from an extremely biased standpoint.
Oh yeah, he's basically saying Super Bowl or bust. Y'all know me. I don't talk.
Hey, look. My thing is this: we get in football back. We're excited. I understand. Let's get right. Let's think beyond what the expectations might be.
For sure,
part of being a fan. So
be as hype as you can be. I just think that realistically, in the NFC, Dallas is behind San Fran and behind Philly. I think we're gonna have a top 5 defense for sure, maybe top 3. But as far as the overall team, I think realistically where we are, that's where we're going to be. Now, it doesn't mean to say we can't creep up to be that number 1 team, but, I'm not gonna ignore what Philly has, and I'm not gonna ignore what San Fran has, especially San Fran's defense got better. So, it'll be pretty interesting to see for sure.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, because I mean, what they doing in San Fran to that boy Trey Lance, man, not giving that man no chance.
Right.
That's a little sketchy to me. You waste all that draft capital on a guy that you barely even use, man. You guys should
Something
just,
got to give with it.
yeah. Like for me, I'm just like, you guys should have drafted somebody else because you're not getting. He's not what you wanted him to be, and clearly you're not giving him the opportunity to fail to be what you guys want him to be. So
exactly, something got to give with that. That's really it. Really is a weird situation that's going on with that.
100%.
I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna do there.
Yeah. All right. So then, first topic on the news, man. Let me just look at this real quick. Miss Felony Strutter said this is the best Cowboys team since '96. The Eagles can't beat Dak. Facts. I mean, just to comment that to real quick. I mean, to be honest, you got to do more than just beat the Eagles at this point. Dak has been in the league for what, 7, 8? Was this 7th season? At this point, Dak has to prove that he can get to at least a championship game. Whether that's beating the Eagles, whether that's beating San Fran. But I will say on defense, maybe not the quarterback position, but on defense, it's definitely it's close to that 96. Y'all don't have all the same like top names, but it's pretty close when you think about talent.
I would say we've had some rough teams. I don't know if I could go and say that this team is comparable to that 96 team.
Yeah, because that team was stacked from offense and defense.
Yeah, I would say Dak's rookie year when it was Dak, Zeke, Dez, I feel like that. But this team right now, what I will say in recent history, this is probably our most balanced team, especially if you think about it. When we had that, even when it was Romo, that time, we never really had a solid defense. Now we have a solid defense, like a top-ranked defense. And our offense, I think with the addition of a Cooks, and players being healthy, because we had a lot of O-line injury last year. So I feel like that, and the way we drafted this year, I feel like we can definitely make some noise. I think that this has been one of our better products that Jerry Jones has put together in a while. Our whole defense is returning. One thing Micah said is like, we're not like other teams where he was shooting at Philly, but I mean, like some other teams, we have all of our players coming back, and then we added a Gilmore, right? Like we didn't lose anybody. We replaced a real weak position of ours. So, I like it. And fourth quarter game and said that Gilmore is past his prime. And even if he is, he's still an upgrade to what we had. And that's the thing. We're not looking for him to come in and be our cornerback number one, shut down all of that. We're not looking for that. We're looking for him to be better than who we had.
Yeah, I totally agree, especially when it comes to like upgrading players. It don't matter if Gilmore is past his prime. Gilmore had a good season last year with the Colts. He was top 15 corner. You can even say he was fringe top 10 corner. His stats looked really well. Gilmore was good. But it's just like how Chiefs fans try to get on us about getting Orlando Brown. Mm-hmm. He may not be your best lineman in the league, but he's better than the guy we had last year. So if you think about it, you get a Gilmore in place of whom you had last year, then y'all not, oh my gosh, this corner is getting cooked. Jay Jones is not cooking you on the fly route.
Anthony Brown and Calvin Joseph was getting torched.
Yeah, because I mean, think about it. Trevor Lawrence torched y'all the second half of that game because Zay Jones, nobody could keep up with him. And you're not going to allocate you're not going to allocate Diggs to Zay Jones because he's not their number one wide receiver. And he had to also deal with Evan Ingram, and you had to deal with Christian Kirk. So the way the defense was formatted, Diggs is not going to follow a Zay Jones, but Zay Jones is going to eat against a Brown. He's going to eat against Calvin Joseph. So when you upgrade, he don't got to be the stud. He just got to be the better than the last guy we just shipped out or that's on the bench.
Exactly.
So that's how I see it.
And that's not asking much. It's not asking much for him to be better, right? Like and think about it too. And I think you said this, like where he came from in Indy, he's coming to a better team all the way around, like defense. He's coming to a better D line. He's coming to a better linebacking crew, a better edge crew. Our safety room is top 2 or 3 in the league. Like we're up there. So I think that overall, like for what we needed to do, and Dallas did completely different than what they are used to doing. So I like the move. I think Gilmore is definitely going to help us out. If players can stay healthy, if we don't get any more injuries that happen in training camp, I like where we are. And I like also we have depth. We're not just depending on our starters. We have depth at these positions. Like we have a Damone Clark and things like that. So I like it, man. I think we are good. Felony said we are not worried about Zach. Why are we worried about Zach Martin? He will be there. Anything he's resting. I agree. I mean, it's gonna happen. I feel like the Dak Prescott deal, they're going to extend Dak. Once they do that, money is going to open up. They're going to be able to pay Micah. They're going to be able to pay Lamb. They're going to be able to pay Martin. Everybody's going to get paid. We got a lot of money available to do.
I ain't gonna lie though. So. It's people that's going to get paid, but it's going to be a lot of people that ain't going to get paid because I'm telling you, Micah, he's going for that top. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I understand who his agent is. It's the same agent as Deshaun Watson. It's the same agent as Jesse Bates. It's the same agent as Kyle Pitts. It's the same agent as Derwin James. David Mulligetta, same agent for T. Higgins. He go after that bag. He goes after
Micah,
that bag.
Micah said it himself. He said, I plan on basically being set for life after this contract.
Oh, yeah. If you think about it, he's earned the right. Like, he's earned the right.
Have you seen him? Young. He put on weight.
Yeah.
He put on size. Like, Micah, he threw Tyron Smith the other day.
Remember. How does Mike?
He's going for defensive player of the year. He's young. He's a baby.
He didn't even get into his grown man body yet.
Exactly.
His metabolism has not slowed down to where he has his grown man body yet.
Yeah. No.
And look. What's the name said? I wanted to get to this real quick. He said not practicing means they don't have stamina or are going to be playing condition once the season starts. That's not necessarily true. A lot of veterans, they take a lot of off days. Why? They just don't want players to get hurt. A lot of veterans take off days. They give off days to players. If it's heat, they give off days. The league is all about showing up when it's time, but we got to make sure you're as healthy as possible come week 1. Because after week 1, all the doors are blown off. But we do got to get to the first thing on the topic because
let's do it. Yeah, it's a lot of Cowboys fans in here. Yo, respect y'all. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for sure.
Like, look, one thing I can say, the NFC East shows up in the comment section.
Oh yeah,
the NFC East shows up in the comment section. So
I
definitely
talking junk amongst each other. I love it. So what we doing first?
All right, so the first thing on the menu is Colts Drama. Like I was saying when we first started, Jim Irsay, that man is on another one. And when I say another one, I don't mean this in the most lightest of ways. Let's look at the timelines, what has been going on so far with that boy Jonathan Taylor and the Indianapolis Colts.
Crazy.
Jonathan Taylor drama right now is absolutely insane. First, Jim Irsay tweets about the running back situation, saying agents are selling bad faith. Apparently, Taylor wanted a trade several days before this, and Jonathan Taylor agent responds by saying bad faith is not playing your best player, which this is facts. Jim Irsay says the team hasn't and doesn't plan on offering JT an extension. To add more fuel to the fire, he said during a meeting, pretty much they had a meeting, and not after the meeting, the trade request became public from JT's side. And this man said something crazy. He said, if I die tonight, and Jonathan Taylor is out of the league, no one will miss us.
How crazy.
And they thinking about placing him on an NFI list, which will forfeit his salary. And the crazy thing about it is they can absolutely do this even if the injury report is false.
Yeah.
They can actually do this and tag this man next season as if he never got tagged the first time.
Yeah. Yep.
If you this is like the case of the bad boss that don't care.
Yeah.
I got that money, I can care less. So
yeah.
I mean, what's your thoughts on this, man? Like, talk to me as a player. If you was a player, we both play sports. If you're a player, you've been putting your work in.
Yeah.
How you feeling like this, man?
And not even just as a player, but this player specifically in this system. So let me run down some things real quick. In this style of the NFL, what is the key? Get a rookie quarterback, a young quarterback who you don't have to spend a lot of money on. Now you can pay receivers, running backs, defensive players, linemen, right?
Yeah.
Indy has not had a real quarterback since, right? Like,
yeah.
Tell me when they had one, right?
Andrew Luck.
Since Andrew Luck. So Jonathan Taylor was not, I mean, last year he dealt with a lot of injuries, but the year before was probably top 2 or 3 NFLs or running backs in the NFL.
Yep.
So for the owner of the Indianapolis Colts to say that we're not paying him anymore, all of this stuff, we're not trading him, all of this, and then all of that stuff you just read, that's crazy because they have a rookie quarterback right now. Who are they paying big money to? You should be paying it to your running back who you are using every play. They're not in the same situation as the Giants who just paid their quarterback, who have been paying some of their other players. They're not in that same position as a Kansas City Chiefs who they're paying their tight end, they're paying their quarterback, all of these different things, their defensive tackle. They're not in that same position. So to me, it doesn't make sense. If I'm on this team, not even just a running back, if I'm on this team, I'm looking at this owner a completely different way. And I'm thinking like, yo, this modern day slavery, like, yeah, forget all these millions of dollars that I'm making. You don't even sound like you appreciate me to tell me if I was going out the league that no one will miss me. That's crazy.
That's the
how you say that when I'm one of the top running backs in the league right now. If I miss 2 games, you're gonna miss me because look at what happened to them last year. So to me, it's disrespectful. And Jim Irsay, you're a grown old man, like you know what to do and what not to do. You had no reason to say nothing like that. And that takes me to what Joe said, and I'm gonna put it up. Irsay is starting to become just like Snyder, and that's a fact. Dude is tweeting way too much. All of that.
Way too much for being older.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. I mean, and the way I look at it is like, think about it. Jonathan Taylor, he comes in the league same time as Joe Burrow, Tua, Herbert, T. Higgins, all them guys, CD, all these guys, right? He come into the league, and his first year, he run for 1,100 yards as a rookie, right? He wasn't even on the map, really. He playing with Matt Ryan running for 1,100 yards, right? And then next season, boom. No, it wasn't even Matt Ryan. I think it was Phillip Rivers. Yes, Phillip Rivers. And then they went and got Matt Ryan the next year.
Yep.
The year he playing with Matt Ryan, carrying the team 1,800 yards, right?
Yep.
So boom, you almost crack 2,000. You go crazy, and then the very next year, you only play 11 games, and you still almost put 1,000 yards. Like, as a player, you're sitting there thinking like, bro, I'm young. I'm only been in the league for 3 years. I got drafted in the second round. I'm eligible to get paid. Give me my money. Like, and then when your boss is saying like, so pretty much it's like this. If I'm talking to my boss and he's telling me my value is this, but if he was to theoretically trade me, he's gonna want this.
Exactly.
And meanwhile, my value around the league is still this. But you're also telling me I'm worth this to you. But if you trade me, you want this.
That don't make sense.
It don't make sense at all. So it's just
it's not adding up.
It sucks for running backs. I mean, literally the league, these owners are showing we do not care. From Saquon to Brandon Jacobs to Jim Irsay to Austin Eckler. The league is saying, yo, we don't care. We do not care. We do not care.
He said, your boy Jim got a substance problem. He do look like it'd be pouring out of his pores. But yeah, I mean, this is just a bad time to be a running back, and it's really not much that can be done because they're not going to change anything. There's the CBA and all of that, so it just sucks. But if I'm Taylor's in a tough situation because if you talking to you, first of all, this dude is still on his rookie contract. So if you say you're gonna forfeit his pay for a whole year, that's crazy.
Dude, he only been playing for 3 years, bro. It's not even like he got a lot of tread on the tires.
No.
It's not even like he got a lot of tread on the tires, man.
It's just crazy. For me, if I'm in that Colts organization, any player, the quarterback, Richardson, all of them, we're going to take a stand. We're going to stick up for him because I get it. Everybody trying to get paid and everybody trying to, solidify their future. But you're just allowing these owners to just run all over you like that.
Yeah.
You can't let that happen. So something got to give.
The players got to take a stand for something.
For sure. The
players got to take a stand for something. And then like you said, it's going to take a collective effort. It can't just be the one guy. It has to be an entire collective effort in order for these owners to be like, you know what? Okay, maybe we do need to change something up because these players is getting frustrated. I mean, you get enough frustrated people, eventually you got to conform to it. But at the end of the day, it really comes, you're going to have a real conversation with these quarterbacks. Like, all right, listen, we can pay these guys, but are you going to take less money? That's what it really comes down to. Like, at the end of the day, are you going to take less money?
Yeah. No, that is true. That's crazy, though. Hopefully it work out, but that's definitely going to be an interesting story to stay tuned to because Jim Irsay ain't going to stop tweeting. He's not. That's Donald Trump cousin right there. He's going
to keep giving us updates.
Yeah, for sure. So it's definitely going to be interesting. Definitely going to be interesting. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, for sure.
What we working on next?
It's up to you, man. We can shoot wherever you want to shoot.
Well, let's do this. Since we already talking about the running back room, let's talk about Dalvin Cook to New York.
Yes, sir.
Dalvin Cook. Let's talk about Dalvin Cook to New York. So I was on it. I was
ready. As soon as I heard them, I was ready. I had it.
I'm not even pressing nothing no more. Y'all was pressing it,
bro. You gotta have people believing, bro.
Yo, as soon as I heard it, I went to it.
I said, y'all about to catch us, my boy.
Yeah, right. Go ahead and introduce yourself real quick so we can jump back.
Obviously, they already know it's the bonnet with the intro.
There we go. He in here, fresh off work, still got the shirt on. Listen, so Dalvin Cook was even practicing with the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers gave $35 million back to the Jets and said, go make something happen. I think Dalvin Cook got to go there. And I was talking to y'all about this yesterday. This is what my view is. And if I'm Breece Hall, I'm on the phone with Dalvin Cook and I'm like, bro, sign today.
Yes.
Ask me why. This is why. The running back, every running back that's trying to get paid, they keep saying what? They got too many carries. They got too much tread on them, all of this. If I'm Breece Hall, I'm not getting paid no time soon anyways. Dalvin Cook is only coming in for 2 years at best. Let me split carries with him. So now when I go for my contract, y'all can't say, well, Breece, you've been carrying the ball 200 plus times a season. Nah. I've only been carrying the ball 100 times a season. So I got half as many yards on me, half as many carries, half as many hits because Dalvin been taking those hits. Now you got to pay me. You can't tell me otherwise. You can't say, well, look at what happened with Zeke because I'm not Zeke. Zeke was the bell cow. Me and him split carries. If I'm any young running back in the NFL, y'all clip this, y'all share this, y'all tweet this out. If you're a rookie running back, find you a veteran that is on his way out. Tell him to come split carries with you so you can hold on as long as possible so you can get paid. So to me, I think it's a good move. If Dalvin goes to the Jets, they gotta be fighting for that number one spot. They got to be fighting for that number one spot in that division. They got to be. And I know Buffalo fans is going to say, we the best, we the top dog. But I'm telling you, man, that's a scary offense. Okay, Rodgers had a bad year last year. We get that. But you talking about Dalvin Cook, Breece Hall. They got weapons, young weapons, and Rodgers wants to be there.
Yeah,
that's different, man.
He wants
and
to
a real
play
stout
for
defense.
the organization.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Look at that.
I think he coming. I think he coming to the Jets.
Yeah.
And I already had the Jets in first or second.
Right.
So,
I'm not
That's
gonna
true.
lie. If they get Dalvin Cook, I had the Jets finishing no further than second. If they get Dalvin Cook, sign me up for winning the division, bro.
Yeah.
Over Miami, over Dallas. Sign me up for winning the division. I'm sipping that Aaron Rodgers and the Jets juice. Because listen, we speculated Aaron to the Jets for the longest.
Yeah.
It happened, and I think look, he even came out to add on to what you were saying about how he took less money. That man even came out and said a lot of big names are getting traded around the deadline. I'm trying to make it so that way we're in position to be able to get one of them names.
Exactly.
Oh man, I've never heard Aaron Rodgers talk like this. I've never heard him stick up for his coach the way he did.
But he's also never been in position
don't talk about my coach.
I've never seen Aaron Rodgers vocal, but this man ain't been like so team like how he been. It been more him.
He tapped into his Will Smith. Keep my coach name out your mouth.
Right? So, I can just see him virtually smacking Sean Payton across his face. Like,
I think we all agree. I mean, if they get Dalvin Cook with what they already have, the Jets can definitely fight for that number one spot in that division. And like Joe said, Miami is in trouble. I mean, I think the only thing holding Miami back is Tua. I think that's the only thing. If Tua's health, that's the only thing that will be holding.
He's gonna tuck his chin in now when he fall. You know, he doing all that. He's been trading on it.
It's definitely gonna be interesting. Joe said can't wait to the game against November. No, for sure. It's gonna be.
Oh yeah, yo, did y'all see what Mike Tomlin said?
No.
Oh, Mike Tomlin said. Well, he said what a lot of people have been wanting to hear. He said, he just pretty much was saying, just want y'all to know that game is slotted during the time when everybody will be watching football because I think they're the only game on at that time. It's a prime time game. That's gonna be a banger right there. That's gonna be a banger right there. So
no, for sure.
Yeah, man. I'm excited, man. I'm just excited that we extremely close to football, bro. Like,
they put pads on,
but not because
they hitting today. They hit it.
They was hitting. Now you are right though, Bonnet, because that means we're close to the winter time.
And I hate winter.
We're close to the winter. I hear you on that. But
facts.
I mean, hey, if it get us closer to football, listen, they were on ESPN today interviewing somebody from the WWE. I was like, is this what we're doing right now?
Right.
This was during the day, like this is what we do. I was like, is this a joke? They up there hyping it up. I'm like, that's wicked, man.
I was listening to Sirius Radio, and since Shannon and the boys is not there no more, only thing we getting is 2 cups of Joe and something like that.
I can't listen to him.
It don't feel the same, bro. It don't feel the same. Like,
no,
Shannon, I know you're watching this. Get back on TV, bro.
Get back on something.
Come on,
Kick Skip out. We good without seeing Skip, but Shay, we need you back on TV. ESPN just been dry, man. So it's definitely been crazy. It's definitely been crazy. No Cowboys fans should watch ESPN. Honestly, I don't. I usually, I got XM radio in the truck, so I usually just listen to whoever's on. But like, I usually tune off at ESPN once Stephen A get on because he talk about the same stuff every single day.
Oh yeah, facts.
He definitely do. So I usually tune off. But like Greeny and them, they talk. They split it up.
They talk about everything
in the morning. They talk about everything. Greeny is big on the Jets. He's hoping Dalvin go there too. They said ESPN is trying to get Shannon. Maybe he said he's going to be back.
He got to get that Stephen A bag close to it.
Yeah. He definitely said he's going to be back.
Facts. Go ahead. Before we move into our next topic, ladies and gentlemen, as the time of the season closely approaches, y'all know what time it is. It's time for the NFL SBS Pick'em League, where you make weekly picks in order for you to have a chance to win an NFL team jersey. If you come in second place, you're just going to get an NFL team shirt. And unfortunately, if you come in third, you're going to get an NFL team hat. But y'all seen us do a giveaway for a hat. Our hats be fire. So it's not like you don't get quality, all right? But you want to aim for that NFL jersey. And look, I even put the link in the chat. So all you got to do, you don't even have to pay right now. This is just you clicking to sign up to say, I'm interested in joining the league. And when the league becomes available, you'll get a link in order for you to join the league. And I'm telling you, you want to join this league before the first kickoff of the NFL, because once the first kickoff happens, you're not joining no more. All right. And I'm telling you, I've never seen something where you can enter at $10 and win a $179 Vapor Max jersey of your choice when it comes to this NFL jersey. And all you got to do is keep picking which teams is going to win that week. Yeah. Listen, fortunately,
you can do the whole season.
For the whole season. You can set it and forget it. Like, literally, you can set it and forget it. All right? Listen, fortunately, I won 2 years in a row. Your boy know what he talking about when it comes to these picks, man. So, listen, I need competition, all right? I'm still going to win, but I need competition, all right? So, make sure you guys click that link so you guys could join. Or this link right here is not even the link for you to actually pay. It's just for you to collect your email address to say, hey, I'm interested. So when the league starts, you can go ahead and get the link that where you'll be actually able to pay. Or you can pay right now. We already got people that have signed up months ago. They're just waiting for the league to start. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a blast. Get an NFL jersey of your choice, a team shirt of your choice, or a team hat, man. So I'm looking forward to see you guys join, so I can talk my junk as I'm continuing to tally and run up the score. All right. Click that link in the bio. I mean, not the bio. Click the link in the chat. You guys will be able to get directed to the site. It's going to be exciting, man. Now, on to some non-exciting news.
Y'all ready for it? This B-Rob just went from happy to real sad all in one shot. Joe Burrow holding that calf. I don't know about y'all, but when I saw it, I thought it was his ACL, and I thought it was over.
Too.
Thank God.
Non-contact. Oh man. So
Thank God.
My question is, B-Rob and Bonnet, but starting with B-Rob, how does this impact your season for the Bengals, and does this impact his bag? What's your thoughts on that?
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Okay.
Look, call me crazy.
Okay.
Call me crazy. Every year, Joe has been injured in the offseason. It's AFC Championship or Super Bowl. Am I lying? Come on, man. Think about it. He tears his ACL his rookie season. He comes back thinking he's going to have a healthy offseason, but he doesn't because he's rehabbing the entire time. Plays week 1, takes the team to a Super Bowl 10-7 record, wins the AFC North. But we didn't win a Super Bowl, unfortunately. But we went. We went there, and I had my hotel ready to go to the parade. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. The very next season, we all excited. All right, Joe Burrow, finally going to get a healthy offseason. If he get a healthy offseason, there's no one that can beat him. He get an appendectomy. He had to get his appendix removed. And I guess that's what it took for us to start 0-2, turn the season all the way around, going a 10-game win streak. That's a streak that's more than what the Giants had as wins total.
Yeah.
Multiple teams didn't even get 10 wins. And we go to the AFC Championship this year. Think about it. Major injury, somewhat minor injury when he got his appendix removed. This is not going to require no surgery, just rehab. Only thing I can think of is hoisting a Lombardi. The same way, the same hand that he's holding his calf with is what he's going to hold the Lombardi with. And in the other hand, he's going to hold the MVP trophy. I can feel it.
Talk that talk, George.
I can feel it.
Yeah, okay. All right, so back to reality. Here we go. All right, now we back to reality. And he must have forgot about that bad. My homeboy.
I mean, I'm playing. Hey, Joe's 3-1, so
yeah, but
nothing to remember.
You're going through the Mahomes championship. It's not the AFC championship. It's the Mahomes championship. Okay, that's first of all. Second of all, Lamar Jackson is going to be healthy. He's going to be ready. And if Joe Burrow have to miss the first week or two, that could be them winning the division right there. That could be.
He ain't gonna miss by week 2 because we play the Ravens week 2. You got to come back and get that one. He gonna play week 1 though. He gonna be back week 1.
And hey, only team that won the Super Bowl last year was one team named the Kansas City Chiefs. So yeah, y'all had more wins than the Giants, but it amounted to a hill of beans. Not so.
Does this impact? Does this impact his bag though?
No. He's not a running back. He's a quarterback.
Yeah, Cincinnati is going to pay him regardless. And honestly, at this point, I think Joe Burrow is going to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Like,
I agree with that.
At this point, I've already accepted that because we did it. We did it with Carson. We did it with Carson.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
And then think about it. Look at the optics. If we don't pay Joe Burrow and he get franchise tag, bro, do you know the hellstorm that the media is going to be talking about us?
Yeah.
Man, Mike Brown don't want to deal with that. He don't want to deal with that.
No, especially when you got a top 3 quarterback. Like, no one's ever mentioned Joe Burrow as a top 5. They're like, he's a top 3 quarterback, right? Like, so you got to pay that man. So yeah, I think that makes sense. Excuse me. I think the only thing that would scare me is like one thing that we've seen is that calf injuries, hamstring injuries, things like that, they linger. And it's like he comes back, he's good, he takes off running, goes down again, calf is messed up even more. Now he's missing more and more time. So that would be my only concern about it. If it's me, I'm telling Joe, take your time to come back. Like if the Ravens game is the one that y'all want, focus on that. Forget about week 1.
We got Browns week 1 though.
I wouldn't be scared of the Browns, honestly. I mean,
yeah, but who knows, man? We're not trying to put no battery in their back.
That's true.
My thing is this: the thing that irritates me the most about this injury is like this is the second year in a row where Joe starts off. He's gonna start off slow. I mean, we've seen it in the Steelers game. We've seen it in the Cowboys game. Week 3, he comes out and lights up the Jets. And then week 4, he gets slayed. Slayed by the I mean, I ain't gonna say slayed because I mean the Ravens, they played a good game. I think it was the Ravens, and then we play Halloween night against the Browns, and then they torch us. And after that, it was 10-game win streak. We didn't lose for 3 months. But when Joe, it's like when the season starts slow, then we put in situations where we got a coin flip game, So that's the only thing that I'm worried about.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I mean, I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that, and how he responds. Just getting back and how long it's going to take. Because then again, I mean, Mahomes had a high ankle sprain and still played in 2 games after that. So, Joe could show us something different. It just sucks because it's like him getting a calf strain. Like it's just one of those freak things that happen, and he was just like jogging. It wasn't even like he was doing nothing.
Yeah, it wasn't
crazy.
even like. But you know what? Sometimes that's when it be happening though. Like when your body is ready to go full, or like when your body is ready to go half, and you do more or less than what the body's prepared to. That's when the body start overcompensating.
Right. No, that's for sure. So it'll be interesting to see. Bon, it looked like you got something you want to talk about before we wrap this thing up.
Just that our O-line, man. He got the bank. He is one of the best out there.
He up there.
I'm not surprised.
I am,
but no,
I am
surprised.
He's
not a running back.
His rookie season, he was one of the worst linemen.
Oh yeah, he was suspect.
Okay, so that's why I'm surprised.
He was suspect, but now he's one of the best. But now he's one of the best.
Yeah, now he's one of. That's why I'm surprised.
Because we can say the same thing about what the Colts O-line. What's his name?
Oh, you're talking about
the one that's supposed to be the best O-lineman.
The guard, the dude that's a guard.
Yeah, Nelson, I can't remember his name. Yes. And what happened last year?
Yeah. I mean, that team sucked last year, so it's only but so much one person can do.
It's just funny to me that you are saying any offensive lineman on the Giants is top anything just because
it's crazy. Yeah,
that whole team was Basic.
He's up there though. He's up there. He up there.
You believe it?
Him and and then Evan Neal. I ain't gonna lie. Giants might have a top offensive line next season, bro. Or they might be French top 10 this season. But
we got the rookie.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out though, because they're going up against Dallas defense and Philly defense, who have both stocked up their defensive line. So we're gonna find out.
They ain't no slouches, man. They had to invest in the line because of those defensive lines.
Like, they had to for sure. So we definitely gonna find out. So that's what's up. That's interesting.
The Giants literally got better at every position besides running back because he's Saquon Barkley, and quarterback because that's who Daniel Jones. We literally.
I mean, is that saying a lot though? Y'all were like bottom of the barrel.
I mean, to be honest, keeping Saquon, I mean, y'all got better at quarterback because honestly,
he's the same. I think he's going to flourish. His numbers.
Daniel Jones without Saquon is garbage.
He's going to be 25, like I said, 25 to 30 touchdowns this year. Throw it.
10 picks. Yo, we already had this conversation. 10 picks is normal. 10 picks is normal.
10 picks is normal. It's not,
as much throwing that happens in the league, 9 to 10 picks.
I'm about to say I would take 10 interceptions for a whole season.
Yeah, that's a fact. Listen, Joe Burrow had what, 13? Give me scratch me 2 interceptions from the Chiefs games.
Yeah.
Super Bowl, bro. Like
10
those games.
10 ain't bad at all. 10 ain't bad at all.
I'll take those.
I'll take 10. Shoot.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm surprised you didn't get on here and talk about the new fastest player in the NFL. I'm just surprised.
Oh, Hyatt?
I'm surprised you didn't get on here and talk about
I said that last week. Last week.
Okay. I missed that one.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Because they clocked him. They clocked him, and he
440.
He up there, man. I think they said he hit 23.5 miles per hour. That's the new top speed in the NFL right now. So.
Boy, I hope Madden help me out.
He can catch. He can catch.
That man got
can he get separation?
If he's running straight.
Who else is running?
If he's running straight, yes. If he's running straight, yes.
And that's what we need, somebody to stretch it.
But
and
the
real question is, middle. So Saquon is going to have to open up.
The real question is,
got one of the best deep balls in the game. Daniel Jones got one of the best deep ball throws in the game.
Okay.
One of the best. I'm not saying he is the best, but one of the best.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about no camp because everybody.
But how many touchdowns Daniel Jones had last year? Like 15?
Not 16. Enough. He had 16.
That's unimpressive. That's not impressive.
Thank you, Q.
Okay, I was throwing to a bunch of me's and you's. He had 16.
No. I can get Daniel Jones like 3 touchdowns myself.
Yeah. Okay. He had 16. I'm just saying.
So you're telling me Daniel Jones is about to go from 16 touchdown passes to 35?
20. No. You keep hearing 35. I don't know what.
That's still a jump.
25. Okay, I'm sorry.
25 to 30.
Y'all know. Okay. You knew y'all playing the AFC East this year too, right?
25 to 30.
Oh, say that. I just wanted to confirm that. I just wanted to confirm that.
Hey, it's gonna be no more 10 people in the box now. It's not. The box is gonna be open, and what you do when the box is open, you go right through it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. When the box is open, you go through it.
You said I think 25 TDs is available. I mean, is achievable. I'm not gonna lie. 25 touchdowns for Daniel Jones, I wouldn't mind, man. I got that man in my fantasy team last year. He put up a couple of 40 bangers. So he said,
I'm speaking football. I am speaking football.
Bust wide open through the box. You on one tonight, my boy. You on one tonight. I see what you be thinking about fresh off of work.
No, this is straight football. That's what you're gonna do. And it's gonna be 6 in the box now. Instead of 10.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, we got
our cornerbacks. We good.
We got about 6 minutes. 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
5 minutes left.
So this is just to wrap it up conversation. It's absolutely crazy and funny. What's your thoughts though on fights in camp? I'm gonna tell y'all mine, but I want to know what y'all thoughts are.
I'll go.
Camp fights, are they good or are they bad? Go ahead, Bob.
Wonderful.
I'll say they're great.
Wonderful.
Depending on the coach. If
That's
you have a terrible coach, your whole locker room messed up for the whole season. You're done. And history proves it. Look, Patriots had some fights before when Tom Brady and them was there. They just kept winning.
Right.
Giants had some fights when what was his name? Joe Judge. When Judge was there, what happened?
Nah, y'all wasn't winning though.
That's
for what?
Point.
No, you're right.
The season before when Judge first year, we had like 11 or 12 wins. That's when they went to Miami on the boat. But then what happened the next season when they was fighting?
Y'all wasn't winning though.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, because a lot of people blame the boat trip as the reason why y'all lost in the playoffs.
We ain't nothing about no boat trip.
So you say it depends on the coach. B-Rob, what's your thoughts?
All right, man. When it comes to fighting in the league, fighting breeds some of the best outcomes, especially when it's dogs going up against dogs. Take a look at Exhibit A. My boy Trey Hendrickson was literally fighting the day of signing this contract. Zoom in on my boy neck. Look at his neck. Yes, he was fighting the same guy that he'd been packing up for the last couple of years in Orlando Brown, a former Chief. So when they finally go up against each other in practice, it's going to be vicious. Why? Because it's the man that's been packing you up for the last couple of years, and now you got to see him on a daily basis. Of course, now that we ain't got the refs to throw no flags, it ain't nobody to stop us. Orlando Brown feel like I got to put these paws on you because you've been embarrassing me. And he put them paws on Trey.
Nah, he put them claws on him.
He put them claws on Trey. I ain't gonna lie, man. He must have grabbed him by his neck or something.
The boy had to wear the turtleneck to sign this contract.
Trey's neck don't look too
zipped up.
Don't look too holy. Like,
look at that smile too. Like if I move my neck the wrong way, like
and the crazy thing is when somebody posted this on Twitter, I was like, all right, I mean, why the caption? I mean, he's signing the contract, and then I zoom it in. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, they was fighting. So,
man, I said, boy, better learn how to duck.
That's a fact. So, look, for me, I'm not against it. Like Ramon said, like Bonnet said, if the coach is good and he can solid, we got a good defensive coordinator. So even if Zach Taylor is not the guy to get people in line, Lou in the room, we're going to make sure guys get in line. And I mean, think about it. It's going to breed the best out of some players. Now, if it's Eli Apple versus Tyreek Hill in camp, that's a little bit different. I don't think nobody gets better out of that. I think it just continues to stay bad. So
right. Yeah. Now, I think we all agree. I think it's good, right? I mean, that means you're starting to get back and it's competitive. You know, you're only fighting if it's competitive. Like it's getting up there. The offense is jawing, the defense is jawing. It's pretty good.
Kelsey.
So, yeah, and I was just about to say, like, it's been the 49ers had something, the Cowboys had a little scuffle, nothing crazy. Kansas City had one with Travis Kelsey, punched the dude with the helmet on. Extremely stupid. That is extreme. The fight, I don't care about, but punching somebody.
He had the pad over the helmet, though.
Yeah, they gotta wear those for the.
It still got a helmet underneath. That's stupid. He could have broke his hand. You got in Detroit, the wide receiver got into a fight. All of those. So I don't have it. You know, the league, the world, all of it is soft nowadays. But I don't really have a problem with it. I like fights. You know, honestly, growing up when I played ball, especially in like high school, it was definitely, we used to get into it, right? Like we used to get into it.
Yep.
It'd be a lot of junk talking, but I think like Q said, he said camp fights are necessary, but you also have to police them so they don't ruin team chemistry, which for us, it was one of those things where like we talked to each other, we talked junk, but it was me motivating my offense and the offense motivating the defense. So, you know, I like it. I don't really have too much of a problem with it, but it's just pretty funny to see that it's going around that, you know, all these teams is really getting into it. But that just means football is back, man.
Yeah, that just means football is back, man.
Football is back. So
What a time to be around, man.
yeah,
Time to be
it's
around.
definitely gonna be good.
Yep.
So that's all we got for y'all tonight, though, man. We said we was gonna be on here for an hour, and we right on track. So we appreciate y'all for joining us. Y'all know what it is. This is the Super Biased Sports Show. It's a place where a fan could be a fan, no
Yes, sir.
matter how biased their takes
No
are.
matter.
It's your boy T-Time, B-Rob, and the Bonnet. He came in late, but he came in like he always do. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and that notification bell. We
Yes,
holler at
sir.
y'all next week. Peace.